Welcome everybody to my channel, Digging Deep. Today we will discuss with you a book, Kate Queen. Kate Queen, it's not a book. The book is The Rose Code by Kate Queen. Genre is historical fiction. I'm not a fan of this genre, but girls in the book club what I attend choose this genre. So today we will talk about this book. It's actually better than I expect. It's a story about three totally different women and how they, I would say, try to reach their goals. So let's just short talk what actually about this book, right? With no spoilers. Spoilers would be further, but I will let you know. So first, it's Osla Candle, right? I don't remember like their surnames. Good that I remember their first names, right? Right. Her goal. That's actually, I think that's the most important of these books, because it wouldn't be like book without their goals. Yes, there's war, how I say it's friendship, romance, it's everything important, but what I'm a little bit upset about this book is that it's not about some patriotism, right? Like how it's like mostly books about war, it's about patriotic stuff, but not in this book. Yes, they were, I mean, okay, they were being, they try to be patriotic, but it wasn't the first reason why they attend to the war. So, Osla Kendall, she's this like glamour girl who is trying to prove that she is not silly. She is not just like this like person who is believe on unicorn. I don't know, like this girly girl person, right? That she is much more than this. So that's why she was attend to this like help to the war, right? That's why she start. That's like main reason why she attend to the war. Second main character is Map Chart. That's kind of women who is strong and can figure out everything by themselves. Her goal, that's what is really important, is marriage. She is attend the war that find a good man and make this like dream life for herself, where it would be like clean house, good food, nice polite man, some kids, and she would be a perfect wife of them. Third character, personally for me, is the most interesting character in this book because it has a lot of controversy. And this is like Beth Finch. It's this gray mouse. It's like this gray mouse who doesn't has her own opinion, who do everything what her mother say, who try to be like better version of herself for her mother. Right? And who is extremely smart. I think actually like in our life, real life, it's many girls like this, like who is not girls, many people like this who is extremely smart. And I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that it's like one of your friends or some people who you know who is extremely smart but has nothing, and mostly of the time they even can be alcoholics or somebody like this, like who is like has like really bad life but they're like extremely smart, right? So yeah, it's like pretty sad. Yes, in this book, of course, you can see like many stuff what every woman would want to read about, right? It's like romance, friendship, be strong women, um, family, prince even, right? Even prince, what every girl dreaming. So it's like a lot of hooks in this book. So I now understand why it's so high rated and why so many women like this book. And it's really good book. It's when I read this book, I understood that author did like really good researching, that it would be close to the reality, and that's impressive. That's really good. Yes. So and these like three girls, they are going to the, wait a minute, to the Bleachy Park, and it's actually the real place. What I actually like in this book, I was only today, like before I start making a video, noticed that on the end of the book, after put the pictures, and that's, can you see me? Pictures, and there like there's like Bleachy Park, how it looks like, and British bomb machine, like what is, I was curious what is this, like, and Enigma machine. Short story what happened in this book actually, right? In case if you don't read this before and you just like want first find out what's going on there. So like two girls, Map and with Oslo. Maybe after when I film it I would remember, right, their names and everything. So Map and Oslo, they meet in the train, and they train what is bring her to this like Bleachy Park where they're supposed to work. They rent a room in the house on the mother's house of the third, who is Beth. Who is the best. And they decided to help her um, to bring her to the Bleachy Park because she's like brilliant, she's smart, but don't have confidence, and they're thinking that they know better what she was needed. And they like decided to, in some way, to bring her to this Bleachy Park where she can work. And what I personally see, you know, like these people who better know what you need. So these two girls, they seems like better know what need best, but usually better don't do to somebody help if somebody don't ask you. Because usually you don't know what is really situation there, even if you live under the one roof with some person who is struggling, suffering, and looks bad. Better don't have. Better don't do anything, right? Because you can do much worse because you just don't know the situation. Now I will explain why it's better don't help somebody even if you know him, if you even you see that you can help him. But if person doesn't ask your help, better don't do anything. Probably it sounds not good, but it's like my personal opinion, and afterwards you would be even guilty if you would come there like to help a person. Only if person will ask you about help. And this book like really good shows this example, because these like girls were living under one roof with this Beth, and they see all this bad situation from their point, because they were growing totally different, and for them it looks like wild, everything what her mother did to the Beth. And probably when mostly of us, if read this book, they would just thinking like, oh my gosh, her mother is tyrant. And yes, her mother is tyrant for all of us, but not to the Beth. How we will read, Beth was happy. She was like, she was maybe not okay, maybe she was not happy, but she was okay being under her mother tyranny. She was okay help her mother. She already seen her future, right? It was without children, without marriage or something, but it was like under one roof with people who she loves, who she knows. It was safety. But these like girls, they decided that she need different destiny, different show her different life. And that's actually not always good to see different life. Actually, just like example from my life, I was did volunteering year in Norway, and there was a school, and it was invite students from the Asia, Africa, Wales, Asia, Africa, South America, and Norwegians. And when the students from Africa, when I was talk with them after half year, and they told me that they would be really sad to back to Africa after what they seen, how it could be life in Norway. So that's like why sometimes better don't see another life, because sometimes you are happy with your life, and it's similar with social media, for example, right? We are like somebody has like, I don't know, like dog, dog, family, perfect job for them, but they can see like on social media who is like living better, and they start to compare and thinking like, oh, actually like my life is not so good how it was before when they start to compare, right? Because like we all, especially now with social media, we comparing a lot like so that's like what is happening with the Beth. She had like her calm life until when her friends help her rescue her from her mother house and give her a job, and she understands that she doesn't want to live how she was lived before, and I would say she will just go to asylum, and that's it. That's how her life would be end, right? And it just because two friends decided to help her suffering soul. That's like of course in the book it's like happy end, everything good, but okay, to read the book it's so many this like fortune lucky, so many lucky moments what it wouldn't be like happen in the real life. So that's like what I think that these her friends they're like do not the best not the best decision to her. So what's happened next is so they started working all together, and Beth's boss was named Dilly, and Dilly was had a cancer or some disease, right? And Dilly has a cancer, and he was dying, and he was find last puzzle, what is need to be broken code, right? And Beth decided that she will break this code, and she called this code is Rose. And she broke like some part of this. What it says that like this bleaching park has a traitor, and before when she made a report to the somebody who is like on the top, she was dragged to asylum. Afterwards, they find out that it's James, who is like traitor. James was working with them together, was their best friend, like was one closest friend to them, and he was who betrayed them and put his best to asylum. So anyway, yeah, of course, Osla, she tried to be with Philip, but she couldn't, and eventually she find, at least we hope that she find, because it wasn't so much clear in the book, that she was find man what she would love, but it was like some hint of this. And Map, who is was even cry about that part when she was lose her daughter Lucy and her husband under this building who is crushed them. Yeah, it's extremely sad what had happened with her husband and daughter. It's like I was even crying in this moment, but I think it's like not good. Like it's okay if you decided that your life not worth anything anymore, and it's like no nothing keep you here, and you became like depression, you're allowed to be depression and everything and feel sad and drink a lot of alcohol. Like you are that person, of course you can choose what you want, but I always feel bad when she was married to some man just because she wants a children. At least she can like choose another man, right? Like who wouldn't have to her like these feelings, how it was like this Mike, her like second husband is Mike, right? And he loves her, and can you imagine just like living with a person few years, and you understand one day that you actually know about this person nothing, absolutely nothing. And okay, it's like actually strange. It's like a little bit remind me Cinderella, because in some way like that prince extremely love this girl, but doesn't remember how she looks like. Yeah, and I think it's like what happened in this book also, that Mike extreme like love her his wife a lot, but have no idea what actually she has a personality. That's actually like pretty strange. But okay, it's like after war years, so I think they have like both some issues, and well, I think like everybody need to go to psychologists after this like war, because I don't think that ever somebody like who is attend of the war, who's seen all this like bad stuff, like has like still in sane, right? Still has sane mind. So yes. Okay. So what I thinking is like some interesting what I pay attention. It's actually a lot of marks, but I don't think that I would like through all of them. But we will see. Okay, so what I think it was like worth to pay attention. The invasion postponed. It didn't mean safety from bombing, it didn't mean safety next spring, but it had been so long since they had heard any good news at all. It felt like a much bigger weight lifted than it really was. Yes, there would still be air raids. Yes, the Germans might cross the channel next year, but who knew where they'd all be next year? All you could think about in wartime was today, this week. There wouldn't be any German barges rolling into Dover this week, and knowing that, Mab thought she could go back to work and hold firm. Because mostly people, it's just like in our psychology more, that we concentrate for the bad stuff, so it's actually really good to learn how to concentrate on the good, but mostly people, even if you do, it's in psychology and everywhere, if you will do many good stuff and you do one mistake, so people will talk about this mistake than about others. So in the war, I think it's a little bit different because it's bad stuff going all the time from everywhere, and people faster learn to this good moment. They much more appreciate it. They much more live with this and they much more. It's much more valuable to them, this good news, good moments, what is make even give them some hope, for example, right? It's and it was actually one more stuff here, let's say, and we can see it's and we can see it's further in the book when Beth decided to go to this where she want to go. This it's actually you can really see it's in this moment, and actually you can see in this moment when Beth decided to have day off and went to have fun to the Café de Paris, right, where she meet with Prince Philip and have fun there. And in the book says too that perhaps it seemed heartless or foolhardy to dance when the world above was pounded by fire, but there were times you had to entire dance or weep, and also choose to dance. And when it's war, it's many people, they feel guilty to be happy because somebody close fighting and dying and lost somebody, and you feel guilty to do something like this, and of course I think it's you going totally mad if you wouldn't appreciate present and do everything from this time, from the present, right? So I think it's what we can take to our life to enjoy our present, because we all have some goals, we all try to have more than we have now, but we all has a plans, and actually it's pretty trendy, I know now, to make a plans, but what I think it's most important to live right now, and enjoy right this moment. So, and we have one more interesting moment here, with Map with her husband Francis. That actually was a little bit strange for me, But I understood like map. She has this like stuff what it's supposed to have like her husband. Yeah, okay, it's like was strange for me, but I understand map. She doesn't need to. She didn't was seek for love, or okay. What she was seek is like for the good man. Like yeah, how we were talking before, like about her goal. It's a good man with money, good position, and kindness, and that he would be good father, and yeah, good husband, and she would be good wife. So she decided to marry for the man who has all this stuff, but she doesn't know him. She was only 3 times meet him. I actually have like one couple that married after 2 weeks, and they were like has a son, and they were like extremely happy and everything. But I think like it's in general like much more better like to find more about your partner, right? And so Mab decided to be with her husband, and after when they marriage, understand that she actually doesn't know about him anything, and he doesn't know about she anything in this wartime, plenty of secrets, and in general he doesn't want to talk about anything. And actually that's like pretty cool that she thought about writing letters, right? Writing letters, it's like actually a really good idea. Of course, like I think like we all pay attention for this moment where it's like where Oz broke the code and didn't let know her friend Map that it would be bombed the city where the war will go. And what I wanted to say about this, that yes, oath, if we give oath or promise somebody something or something else, like we always need to keep our word. It is, but usually the problem of these like smart people that they usually don't know their value, and they don't understand value of the people who is around them, right? Because the most important people in your life, it's usually friends, family, people who would not only listen you, but who could hear you, who is support you, who would be on your side, who help you, right? Like we even see in this book that like who will help Beth when she went to asylum. It wasn't government, it was her friends who she was betrayed, right? And usually actually what I noticed that usually like these extremely smart people, they're usually introverts, and their hypocrisy has a lot, because they're like usually follow their way, they follow they follow they follow the oath, the word, but until that moment when they need something, because when they need something they can forget about this moment. So what I wanted to say is that just like Pay attention to your family, to your friends, to these people who you sometimes maybe even didn't notice what they doing to you. Um, that like people who is like what it's usually happens that like um you know what I wanted to also say that like for example, if you bring a child to the kindergarten, right, he could be like good behavior there, but when you would take him home, he would be like this, like going crazy. He would be going crazy, he would crush everything, he would be rude, maybe even beat you, whatever, like like it just because he feel freedom, he feel more free with you than in kindergarten. So in kindergarten, he tried to show his best side, and with you, because with you he feels more safety, he doing like what he do. Like he is like going crazy, like, and what he was like keep before, and what he was like keep inside before and trying to be polite and right and everything. When he come home, he is like became little devil, right? And it's like what we usually doing with our families, our closest people. We usually like in the good behavior, somehow like in the work, in the where else you can be like everywhere. Everywhere is like in the store, in the restaurants. We try to show always our best part of ourselves, but we are better. But when we come home, we want